How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Joe?
Yeah.
Gary, yes, Lieutenant.
So, the whole reason I'm down here.
Okay.
Your cam's on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to record.
The whole reason I'm down here, man, is obviously you guys have seen my car. You guys know I live here.
Is this your car right here?
That's my car.
I actually was going to compliment you. I like the blue with the black rims.
So, I've talked to the chief.
Okay.
I've talked to Marchese. I've come down multiple times, and I just feel, man, that when we cut with, I don't like to separate us. I don't want to be like you guys against us, us against you guys. You know.
Yeah. And I don't want anybody to feel that way.
Out of that uniform, you're probably a good guy, but the problem is
I feel like in the uniform I'm a good guy.
I hope so, but I feel like every time I come down, like even when I was talking to the chief, I'm not a concern. Like the things that are happening here aren't concerning, which to me they're very concerning.
Okay.
So 9 months ago, basically today, I think it was like April 10th.
Okay.
We came down at the other place before
the
this.
station.
Yeah. So me and my wife, we went there to file an officer complaint.
Okay.
The problem is, I wasn't around when this happened. I was in California.
Okay.
There was you guys have the Explorers, the gray ones, the unmarked.
Yes.
So
Those are detective cars.
Okay.
Those are unmarked detectives.
So my wife and our neighbor were leaving Native.
Okay.
My wife plays bingo there on Thursdays.
Okay.
The car, the Explorer, comes flying through so if you're heading through the parking lot, if you're heading north, like where Bash's is, you're heading north, you can make that first little left.
Right there in front of Native?
So my wife and my neighbor were walking out, and he comes flying through.
Okay.
And I don't know if it was my wife that said something or my neighbor. It could have been both. I don't know. I wasn't here. But she's like, hey, slow the fuck down. And whoever it was ate the brakes.
Okay.
Had a conversation, said some pretty rough shit to my wife,
Okay.
which was completely unacceptable. He's like, I'm a fucking cop. She's like, how are we supposed to know? There's no lights on, and they hit the little whoop whoop, the little thing.
Okay.
Said something else to her and drove off.
Okay.
And I was like, she called me again. I was in California, so I told her. I said, when I come back, we'll go down to the cop shop, file a complaint.
Okay.
She didn't get his name, obviously. She just told me what car it was, and I'm like, they don't have a lot of those,
Right.
as far as I know.
We don't.
So.
And they are assigned to specific people.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we went down there. We tried to file a complaint. I just wanted a form because I didn't want to have to deal with anybody.
Ironically, we don't actually have a form.
Well,
Believe it or not, you're not the first person to ask for a complaint form. You can send an email or draft something like that, but we don't have a specific complaint form.
I got you.
Yeah.
So Holman, Sergeant Holman.
Okay.
We dealt with him.
Okay.
I explained to him. I said, listen, man, I've had problems with the chief. I've had problems with the lieutenant because I've come to them not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4, maybe 5.
Okay.
And it's like every single time, it doesn't matter. We'll take care of it. That's how I feel. And I'm like, well, we sat down, and he was like, well, I need your name, your date of birth, your email address, and your address.
Okay.
And I'm like, you don't need all that.
This was Sergeant Holman? Okay.
And I said, you don't need all that. She doesn't have to give you her ID. There's no crime here. Like, I've had this conversation with Jennifer Brown. I've tried to talk. I've tried to talk to the mayor. The mayor won't. The mayor. The mayor won't even talk to me. I've gone there multiple times, and I just feel, man, like when we come down. I say we, us, when we come down with complaints or issues, and nothing is. He got all my wife's information, We haven't gotten an email. We haven't gotten a phone call because he told us. That's why I want his body cam. He told us to our face. I'll investigate it. I'm like, okay, 9 months, because he's like, it could have been a different department. I said, look, man, I don't know who it was. I said, but if you've got somebody out here, quote unquote, impersonating an officer, that's dangerous because they have lights, they have sirens.
Okay.
People are gonna pull over.
Can I interject for just a second? I just want to inform you of something, okay? So, him saying that we have people from different departments is actually not an untruth, okay? And I'm not.
I get it.
So we have a couple of guys, or at least one that I'm aware of, and he actually used to work for this department. He now works for Chandler PD, but still lives here, and he happens to drive. I've pulled him over for doing 80 on Smith Inc., and he hits his rear decks on me, and I pull him over anyways, and I'm like, look, I respect the fact that you're a cop, but 80's too fast in town. So I can tell you that there are officers that don't work here.
If I'd have done 80, I'd been going to jail.
Well, you wouldn't have gone to jail, but you would have probably definitely gotten a ticket. But it's a little professional courtesy that we extend to each other.
I know.
It's something that happens. So I'm not gonna lie to you.
Trust me, I know.
But I'm just saying that it could have been somebody else that doesn't work at this department.
And absolutely fair enough. But for the simple fact that it's been 9 months and there's been absolutely nothing.
No communication.
Listen, man, I'm not against you guys.
Okay.
I'm not anti-cop. I've had this conversation with Marquez.
Okay.
He's called me on my phone. I've had this conversation with the chief. I said, man, I'm not anti-cop. I'm anti-bad cop.
Okay.
The problem is every single interaction I've had except for one has been trash. And I've told them that. And the chief's like, well, what do you want from us? I'm like, I would expect a little bit more professionalism from the people from you guys that collect the check from the taxpayers.
Okay.
I don't get paid by tax money. I told him, I said, man, it's not fair that if I come down with a complaint and nothing's done about it, it's like just sweep it right under the rug.
So let me make sure that I'm understanding. So what you're asking for essentially is just some follow-up, some communication and some follow-up about what did you find out, what's been done.
Man, I mean, again, listen. I mean, you guys have seen my car around town.
Honestly, you keep saying that. This is the first time I've seen your car.
Okay, well, because of what has happened, I mean, obviously, you can see this. There's a sticker on the back of the window.
I didn't notice.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you can't miss it. It's about the size of your folder.
Okay.
And it says piss on the blue line flag. Because of, man, I've been here 4 years. I have had nothing but garbage interactions. And it's not fair that I come down here and I'm constantly repeating myself. Man, I just don't understand why something like that is not important. If he'd have reached out a week later, 2 weeks later and said, hey, I don't know who it is, we're still doing a little bit more investigation, brother, I wouldn't even be here right now.
Okay.
But it's 9 months.
Look, nothing you're telling me is unfair. Okay.
I would expect it not to be, because we're supposed to be able to trust you guys. The problem is I don't trust. There is zero trust from the mayor to the patrolman. There is zero trust on my part. And a huge problem is when he was asking my wife for all her information, I tried to stop him. He goes, if you don't like it, you can go sit out in the lobby, because he pulled us back. And I explained to him, hey man, we're just down here because if my wife would have got hit, what if that would have been his wife? What if it would have been Holman's wife? What if it had been your wife? You know what you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel, man, like nobody gives a shit, that especially the cops. That's just, again, man, that's my feeling.
It's unfortunate.
It is, because I'm paying for this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, listen, man, I'm not a bad guy. I'm trying to stick up for my family. I'm trying to stick up for the people here. man, there's a lot of people that don't want to come down here because they're afraid. They're afraid of retaliation. You can talk to the chief and you can talk to Marchese about the incidents that I've had that have been absolutely ridiculous. And like nothing.
With us?
Absolutely.
Or with your neighbors? Or
No,
people
the police.
Okay.
It's strictly the police.
Okay.
They don't like the car.
So there's been more than just this incident with your wife?
That.
Or is that the catalyst of all of this?
You know what? I don't care if you guys screw with me because I've had some of your officers shit all over my rights. I've had it. They followed me home with no lights on. I didn't even know Torres was behind me until I got out of my car. He followed me home with no lights on. There was another incident at Circle K where the 4003 pulls in. Me and my wife are at pumps. She's in 4003. I'm at pump 9. My wife's at pump 10. This was July of 22. She pulls in behind my car, doesn't say anything, no lights. At that time, you guys didn't have dash cams nor body cams. So I couldn't get the footage from the gas station because that's private property. I have to get a subpoena to pull the footage. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what did this officer do? Because, I mean, we get gas at Circle K and QT.
But what I'm saying is where 9 and 10 are,
okay.
So if we're facing east. There's 2 pumps just east of us. We pulled up to 2 out of order pumps because I was like, we're not blocking anything.
Okay.
And we're on private property, so it doesn't really matter unless the manager comes out and says, hey, you guys got to get on. I'm in my wife's car looking at we just picked her car up from Brakes Plus because we had the fan motors replaced. I told her, pull into Circle K. I saw the officer. The officer comes over, heading west over John Wayne Parkway, pulls in Circle K. I'll give you a perfect example. Pulls up right behind me like this.
Okay.
There's zero interaction. No verbal, no lights, no nothing. My wife's like, hey, what's that? I'm like, shit, I don't know. I mean, I've been out of my car for like 2 minutes. My car's off, my wife's is running. She backs out. She pulls around the car wash because I can see through the car wash into the Bash's parking lot. She pulls behind my car a second time. I'm inside the store getting drinks and somebody in the store's like, hey, are they here for you? I'm like, they were just behind my car. Then, again, zero interaction. How am I supposed to feel? What would you think?
I honestly, I don't know. I wasn't there. It's hard to speculate. I don't know if they were there to get gas. Did they park was the gas tank on the wrong side?
No.
I don't have any idea.
No, sir, what I'm saying is I'm at the pump.
Okay.
My wife's at the pump.
Uh-huh.
She didn't pull up to get gas.
Okay.
She pulled up behind me like she's running my plates.
But aren't there like 2 pumps in each row? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Correct, but what I'm saying is they were out of order. She could have pulled around me and parked and got gas. Didn't do that. Backs out, pulls around this.
I can't speak to what
I understand.
This was 3 years ago, and I really have no idea. 2022, you said?
July of 2020. Oh no, July of 2022. I think it was July of 22.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, man, is I even told Marchese. I said, hey, man, the first time, okay, fair enough. But the second time, why? Why the second time? That makes zero sense. Me and my wife, again, we're both facing east. She pulls over, she parks in the Bash's parking lot on the south side of the car wash at Circle K. She's over there. She inches up just enough to where I can see the front of her car, like she's waiting for us to pull off. Again, that's one incident. Another incident was at Quick Trip with an officer that apparently no longer works here. The chief said he doesn't work here anymore. Okay, fair enough. But it's just the weird interactions, man. I don't understand.
Well, I can't speak to any of this, Joe, because I wasn't there. The only person that can answer these questions is the officer that was there, right?
I know. And when I talked to Marchese, he's like, well, we investigated. I'm like, well, and what did you find out? He said something to the aspect of, well, how do you know she was there for you? I'm like, She was behind my car twice. And then she's posting up south of the car wash, basically waiting for us to roll out.
Okay.
Like she's gonna, listen, man, if I'm doing something wrong, just get out of the car and let's talk about it. There's no reason for this.
I can't speak to her. I don't know what her reason was or why she
But
was
but see, that's the problem. Nobody can give me any type of anything of why it happened. Even Mark Casey's like, I believe it happened, but I'm like, but why would it happen if I'm not doing anything?
Again, she may not have even been there for you.
But to me, that makes absolutely no sense. Marchese said the same thing. He said, well, how do you know she wasn't just driving through the parking lot? I said, she didn't drive through the parking lot. She came through the parking lot, parked right behind me, sat there for some time, backed out, went around the building, and parked behind me a second time.
Okay.
That makes no sense.
Okay. I don't know how to make you feel better about this.
Well,
Joe.
no, but
I don't know what to say.
But this is why I'm down here.
Okay, so what can I do to help you today?
I'm just coming down here to find out. He got all my wife's information. He hasn't reached out. He hasn't said anything.
Okay.
So it's like, again, it's not a big deal. But again, if that was his wife, that was your wife,
okay,
it would be a huge
deal. So
deal.
you want some clarification, some communication about what happened.
Well, he said that's why he took all my wife's information.
Okay, I understand that.
I understand, sir, but I'm tired of this.
Okay.
I'm absolutely
Okay.
tired of this.
So I'm going to see if I can get some answers for you, Joe. I'm going to need some information from you. Are you willing to provide
I'm
that
not
to me?
giving. No, they have it all.
They have your wife's.
They have.
Okay.
They have everything. You
Okay.
guys know where I
So
live.
I don't know who you are.
I'm not giving you my birthday.
Okay. Then can you tell me who? Since we already have her information, are you willing to give me her information?
You guys already have it.
I don't know I don't know who to go to him and tell him who I'm looking for. Do you understand what I'm saying? I got some guy in the lobby that's mad about an incident that happened at the Native.
He wrote everything down.
Okay, but I don't know who I'm asking him for.
Tell Joe's wife. My wife's name.
I'll talk to Sergeant Homan and see what he's got.
I just listen, man. This is exactly why I feel that you guys just don't care. That's how I feel.
Well, you're not making it easy for me, Joe.
I'm not supposed to make it easy.
You could cooperate. You could be a little bit more cooperative and give me a little bit so I can go to Sergeant Homan and say, hey, this is who I was talking to. Do you have any answers for this guy in reference to his wife? I don't feel like that's an unreasonable request for you.
Well, but I'm not gonna give you my wife's birth date.
Okay.
I'm not.
Don't give me anything. That's up to you.
But
I can't help you if you're not willing to give me something.
I don't. But I know. But I don't have to. He took.
No, you're right, Joe. You don't have to.
Right.
Okay, but if you want me to help you, you have to give me something, like I said, so I can go to him and say, hey, Sergeant Homan, I had Joe in the lobby asking about this situation with his wife. Well, who's his wife? I don't know.
My wife's name is Teddy.
Teddy what?
Reed.
Teddy Reed.
Mm-hmm.
Is it T-E-D-D-Y?
I.
T-D.
I mean, but this is
R-E-E-D?
correct.
Okay. Do you want to give me a contact, email, phone number, anything?
I'll give you her email.
Okay.
It's cherries, like the fruit, CHERRIES, 411 at Yahoo.
411?
At Yahoo.
At Yahoo. Look, I really want to get you some answers because you're right. If it was my wife, I'd want to know what happened. But I need some help here.
I get it, man. I just feel, man, even before this incident, I was treated like dog shit here for no reason. I came down just to make to let the chief know, hey, man, I went to go try and talk to the mayor, and Rick Williams called the cops on me.
I don't know who Rick Williams is.
He's the zoning and planning manager.
Okay.
He called the cops on me because I went there like 3 weeks in a row, and I'm like, I just want to talk to her. I gave all my information to Marlene, and Marlene's like, somebody will reach out to you. You know who reached out to me 24 hours later? Marchese. If Marchese had the time to reach out to me, why didn't Nancy Smith? But this is what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
I get it. She doesn't want to deal with me. Understandable. I just told him, I said, if she doesn't want to sit down face to face and see where I'm coming from, shoot me an email. Still haven't even gotten an email. This was almost last year. So it's like, I feel like I'm coming down and just wasting my breath because nobody, again, man, you guys are a group. I understand. You guys protect officers. I get it. I get it. But this is why the people in the police have such a huge disconnect. This is why we have that's why I have that sticker on the back of my car, because I feel it's you guys against us. Because you guys are a group, man. I get it. I get it. But it's not fair that we come down and we tell and we tell and we tell and we tell and we get nothing. We get absolutely nothing. That's water under the bridge.
Well, I hear you. Sergeant Homan is here today.
I know, but I
him.
can't talk to him.
I'm not asking you.
No. I'm just saying I can't.
I will take care of it. I'll see what information I can get for you, and I will give you everything I can get to help resolve this situation, at least the situation that happened at the Native.
Man,
okay?
That's all I'm asking. Listen, I don't want to go around and record your cops all the time and throw it to the news, the media, man. But I will if I have to if something doesn't change. They've got to stop acting above the law. They have to stop. It's not fair, because if I did that, clank, I'd be going to jail. I don't know how it's fair. They get to follow me around town, but if I do it, then I'm gonna get lit up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like rules for thee, but not for me. And that's just how I feel, man.
Okay. Well, let me see what I can do for you.
This is not my first time doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
I
I'm
believe
saying?
you.
Trust me, this is not my first
I
time.
believe you.
So
I hear you. I've heard everything that you've said, Joe.
I don't want to take this. I don't want to take this further, but I will if I have to.
Well, I'll try to help you. Beyond that, you do what you need to do. Okay?
Well, I mean,
All I can do is what I can do.
I know, but what I'm saying, man, just like I told them at City Hall, a 5-minute email, look, man, you guys make a lot of money off my.
You're going to get something from me.
I know, but it shouldn't take. What my whole point is, it shouldn't take.
I don't disagree with you, but all I can do is handle from this moment
And
forward.
I understand. But what I'm saying is I don't understand why it has to come to this. I have to come down here. I get a little bit worked up because I've done this multiple times. You know how many answers I've gotten? 0.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. Man, I got a son here. My son is growing up here. He knows I don't like you guys. He knows that, and I'm trying to. He's like, Dad, not all cops are bad. I'm like, well, show me a good one. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to do that with my son. I want him to respect law enforcement, but law enforcement has to respect the people that pay their salary. Because without us, you guys don't have a job. You know what I'm saying? You're paid with tax money. I'm not. I'm actually out working, so you guys get a check. And I just feel, man, I'm just constantly getting shit on, and it's not fair.
Okay. Well. Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I hear you. Okay. You're going to get at least one email, and it's going to be from me with some kind of an answer. I don't know what that looks like yet. Okay.
Maybe if even if he would have said, "Hey, man, we don't know who this is," I would have responded, "Well, can we do a little bit of digging?" You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't want to have to come down here and do this. Because when I come do this, this is what happens. I get a little bit worked up, and it's hard, man, to take my emotions out of this, because again, if the shoe was on the other foot.
Look, I get it, Joe. You don't like us. You're not being helped. You're not getting the answers that you want. I'm going to try to take care of that.
It's not the answers that I want.
Well, you want some kind of communication, right?
Yeah, but I have to come down here to do this. I have to turn it into something like this just to get a response, and it shouldn't have to be like that, man. Listen, this is happening everywhere. It's not just here. I really wish Maricopa would lead by example. I mean, I see this stuff on the news. I see this stuff on the internet. I see it all, man, and I just don't. I wish you guys here, and I wish you guys here would just lead by example. That's all I'm saying. And I feel like you guys are like, well, we'll just do whatever we want because there's no consequences for us. but there's consequences for me if I go out and do what you guys do. You guys have qualified immunity. I understand that. But it's getting to the point, man, to where something's got to change or I'm going to be coming after people's qualified immunity.
Okay.
He violated my wife's rights, man.
Who did?
Holman. I tried to stop him. He did not need her information. He did not need it. And when he told me...
Well, him asking for it is not a violation of her rights.
But when I tried to stop him, I said, you don't need all that for an officer complaint. You don't need that. And he's like, well, you can go sit in the lobby. So he was going to get it regardless. Whether he was going to do it, he was going to kick me out of that room just to get all her information. He said, that's how I identify people. I said, but she didn't do anything. She didn't commit a crime. You don't get to do that.
Joe, look, victims give us their information every day. People that have done nothing wrong give us their information every day. It's called cooperation.
I get it, but they don't know their rights. I know my rights. I know. Listen, man, my pops was a Vietnam vet.
Okay, look, I feel like we're beating a dead horse here. Okay,
Go
Joe?
figure.
I'm going to get the information that you are asking for. I'm going to talk to Sergeant Holman today, see what answers I can get for you, okay? I hear everything that you're telling me, okay? I get it, okay? You don't like the way Sergeant Holman conducted himself. I hear you.
Correct.
Okay? I'm going to see what I can do to help you get some kind of communication so you don't have to keep coming back down here or going beyond whatever it is you feel like you need to do. Okay?
Well, I mean, if it doesn't stop,
What doesn't stop?
I get stared down by your officers. I constantly, just because of the sticker on the back. They want to pull up next to me and stare me down in my car, and I'm like, okay, you don't like the sticker. I don't like the costume you wear. So it's, you know what I mean? We're at a stalemate. Mm-hmm. You know?
Right.
So,
But they can dislike your sticker just like you can dislike our costumes, right?
1,000%. But it's unprofessional when an officer pulls out of the car wash, gets behind me about 10 feet, sees the sticker, pulls up on the side of me, rolls his window down, and just stares me down at the stoplight.
Okay.
Come on, man. If I'd have done that, that guy would have been like, oh, what's his problem? Light him up, find out. But you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I don't agree with you necessarily, but I hear what you're saying.
How do you not?
You don't look. I can disagree with you. Okay.
Okay.
I'm allowed to disagree with you. Okay?
Fair enough.
If you glared at me, I'm not going to pull you over. That's not a reason to pull you over. Okay. So I think you're taking it just a little bit too far. Look, I'm not going to debate this with you. I think the conversation has probably come to an end.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to get you the information that you want, and I will send you an email or send Teddy an email, your wife, and let her know what I was able to find out for you, okay?
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. I hope you have a better day.
Well, my day's going to be fine. It doesn't make sense to me.
I'll do what I can to clear it up.